Me and Tesco are back celebrating all things veg. Spring greens are bang in season right now. Check out these 3 recipes celebrating how to use them. First up, my speedy veggie noodles, quick, delicious, all done in one pan. Let's get cooking. So I've put this on a heat. First job, sesame seeds. So just a little tablespoon of sesame seeds goes into a pan. We're just gonna toast those. When you toast them, you get obviously a beautiful color, but you get more flavor. Look at the color of that. You can see it's dark and golden and lovely. So just put that into a little dish. It smells amazing. So these lovely sesame seeds will be sprinkled on top at the end for a lovely little crunch. Now, if you can't have sesame seeds, you can try peanuts, cashews crushed up, really, really nice. So next bit of the recipe is very, very simple. I'm gonna go in with 2 little nests of noodles. So a fantastic little trade up is go for the whole wheat noodles instead of the regular white noodles. You're gonna have nearly 3 times the amount of fiber, full of more flavor. I can promise you, you will not notice the difference apart from more flavor. So in this same pan, we'll go in with a kettle of boiling water. Within like 30 seconds, the noodles will start to soften. You can start pulling apart the noodles. We will season the water with some salt. And then we're gonna celebrate frozen veg, which I am really, really passionate about. I think frozen veg is one of the best things, fantastic for not having food waste, fantastic for getting more of the good stuff in your diet. So we'll go in with 160 grams of these amazing frozen veg. So 160 grams of spring greens, lid on top. And literally get that on full whack and boil it for like 4 minutes. That's all. That's it. So when you're sitting there eating noodles, you kind of want that silkiness, that kind of comforting, sumptuous sort of texture. So I'm going to show you how to do it. First up, 2 tablespoons of teriyaki sauce. And you've got lots of kind of sweet and sour flavors in there that are delicious. We're going to go in with a teaspoon or 2, depending on how you like it, of lovely chili oil. And then the curveball ingredient is 2 lovely eggs. Okay, so the eggs are a fantastic source of protein. So whisk up the eggs and the teriyaki, and this has to be the simplest sauce you could ever do. Now, what's genius about the eggs is they cook at a very low temperature. So when I drain this, which I'll do now, the residual heat left in the noodles and the veg is more than enough to cook the eggs and the sauce. So we're just gonna drain it like this. Steaming hot, look at that. Just beautiful, right? Into the pan. This heat goes off and this sauce goes in. And then what you want to do is as soon as you've added the sauce, move it around. Don't leave it because you don't want it to scramble. You want it to be silky and smooth and delicious. The smell is phenomenal. And that egg is now cooked and it's clinging to the veg, holding that sauce and chili oil on top. Let's plate it up. This, it's not supposed to be a flashy dish, but it is supposed to be something that is utterly delicious. You can see how silky the noodles are. Look at that. Come on. Just really, really good. You know, for a nice midweek meal, I think this is perfect. The lovely sesame seeds on top. I take a little bit of that chili oil and just go around the outside. That's the kind of grub I love to do when I want something that makes me feel good, that's utterly quick, with no effort at all, and 1 pan, a lid, and a few bits to wash up. Easy. Time to have a little try. Look at that. Wow. What a celebration of beautiful food. Done in a flash. That's hardly even cooking. That is kind of cheating. I'm going to show you how to make the simplest veggie curry in no time at all. It's super quick, delicious to eat, full of the good stuff. Now it all happens in this pan and it's so easy, it's almost like not cooking. So we start with sweet potatoes. It's a fantastic ingredient, right? Potatoes do not count as one of your 5 fruit and veg a day. They're a starchy carb. These do count, and these get picked when they're in perfect season. They're frozen and chopped for you. 400 grams, right? No cooking, no cutting at all, just straight in. So a tablespoon of olive oil goes in, shake it around, and I just want to fry these off with a pinch of salt and pepper for about 10 minutes. Now another little trick, which is brilliant, is chopped frozen onions. 250 grams goes in, so So look, here's my knife. I haven't even picked it up. This is proper Cheats cooking. Now look, if you're busy and if you're trying to juggle 1,000 things and you still want to have real tasty food, but you're short of time, then these bags of cut veggies are brilliant. They're brilliant. And you know what? They're picked when they're at their best. They're snap frozen. They're full of nutrients. Great for not wasting as much. So mix in the onions. And then I'm going to go in with 4 tablespoons of lovely tikka paste. In the tikka paste, you're going to get a whole myriad of layer upon layer of beautiful flavors. Really mix that in nicely, and we'll let that fry away for about 15 minutes until golden caramelized, and that's what's going to amplify all the flavor to make those frozen veggies the most delicious veggie ever. So in this dish, there is 4 of your 5 fruit and veg a day. So come on, a curry, but with so much more to tell. So let that fry away, and then I'll show you what to do next. So for me, this is the beautiful thing about cooking. Allowing it to have that 15 minutes. I mean, look at it. You can see it's all shrunk up. You've got little cork bits, little jammy bits. It looks dark and mysterious. And that, my friends, is flavor, flavor, flavor. So a beautiful tin of chickpeas. I love chickpeas. They count as one of your 5 fruit and veg a day as well. It's a veggie, a legume. And the starchy juice that comes with it just adds to this curry. And then I'm going to use a tin of tomatoes. I try and use the plum tomatoes. I think they just taste better. Break those up. We'll have a nice little season of salt and pepper. Then what I will do is just add tin's worth of water. Pour in that water and then let that simmer away for 15 minutes until it's utterly delicious. And then I've got a brilliant little twist in the tail using this amazing seasonal spring greens. Good times. Hello, Conker. Have you come for some curry, me old mate? Okay, so this has had 15 minutes. You can see the texture and the consistency is just beautiful. You can just chop up the cabbage and throw it through, mix it up, happy days. Or I like to angle the pan and create this space here, and then I'll take the beautiful greens and almost do like a little kind of yin and yang. Then pop the lid on, and then in 3 or 4 minutes, you're going to steam these greens in the most beautiful way. It's going to retain so much more of the nutrition and the colour. It will look gorgeous. Then you can either serve them separately or you can fold it through at the last minute. But more than anything, it will be full of more colour, and I like that. Time to serve up. So if you have a look here, it's not grey and dull and boring. You know, it's not that vibe. It's full of life. And you can keep them separate if you want. Or, if you want, you can fold it through or have a bit of both. So I've got some nice little naans here. I'm just going to tear onto the plate. Look at that. I'm going to take a nice little portion of our veggie curry. Look at that. Lovely colours. Absolutely beautiful. And then I like to have it just with a little spoon of yoghurt. So good. A little mango chutney maybe as an optional, but I love a bit of mango chutney. Beautiful. Bit of pepper. So there you go, a really easy curry, full of the good stuff. Look, I'm in there with the hands, getting some of that sweet potato. Yum. Wow, absolutely delicious. You know, it's got lovely layers of spices in there, but it's not hot, it's not chili hot. And of course, you can make it that if you want, but I could serve this to my whole family and they would absolutely love it. So happy days. I'm going to show you how to make the most beautiful spring green bean soup with the most amazing croutons that I know is going to blow your mind. So, let me show you how to make it. This is a classic vegetable base mix. It's brilliant. So we're going to go in the pan with 300 grams. Go in with a nice little lug of olive oil. We'll hit it up with a pinch of pepper and salt. So some thyme goes in there. Beautiful smell. A few little sprigs will make all the difference. So mix that in. Let's get it frying. And what I want to do for about 15 minutes is concentrate on getting this sweet, golden and caramelized, and then I can show you what to do next. So these veggie bases are absolutely brilliant. You can use them in soups, sauces, stews, curries, chilies, like the list is endless. Of course, it's all done for you, so you just shake it in there. But really the benefit is that one product can give you 3 ingredients, the celery, the onions and the carrot, But also you can just take what you want. So if you want a little bit, a shake, it saves you making a lot of mess. So I think, you know, for midweek cooking, if you're busy, if you're juggling a load of things, those little freezer hacks, this is what modern day life is all about. So while that's doing its thing, let me show you how to make croutons, but not as you know it. It's gonna be epic. So I want 4 nice slices of bread. I've got a little tray here. Just pop that there. Just slice at an angle about just over 1 centimetre thick. If you've got any stale bread, this is a great thing to use as well. We're gonna bring this to life with some nice grated cheddar on each one. Now we know that that's gonna be good, but the thickening agent for my soup is white beans. You can use any beans. If you look in the supermarket, there's all kinds of tins and different colours and flavours. But if you just steal a few of these beans and just plop it on the top like this, when you put those in the oven, they go crispy and almost puff up a little bit like popcorn, right? Real nice texture. So beans on top. One other little tip, chili and beans and cheese. These croutons are gonna have attitude and flavour and be oozy and crispy and cheesy and gorgeous. In the pan, have a look here. It's getting dark. That is flavour, my friends. Then we go in with the rest of the beans, juice and all. So now we're gonna go in with the lovely spring greens. 300 grams, 800 millilitres of stock. In you go. So lid goes on, and we will cook that for no more than 5 minutes. I wanna keep the colour in the greens. And as far as these beautiful croutons are concerned, put them in a hot oven until golden and crisp. So just under 5 minutes cooking. And if you try the greens, they're tender, they're sweet. You could have this soup very chunky. And actually my missus loves to have chunky soup, but I wanna turn this into a really elegant soup. And for that, the liquidizer is absolutely brilliant. But of course you can do half and half. So get them in there. Beautiful. Pour in the rest. Look at that. I'm gonna add a nice pinch of seasoning and I'll tweak it later. Get the lid on. Look at the colour. Absolutely beautiful. Let's have a little taste. Really important to get the seasoning right. Lovely soup. This will be enough to make 4 hearty bowls of soup for sure. And what I love about this soup, it comes from really humble ingredients. Look at that, beautiful. Croutons, look at that. So look how the beans have just popped. Crunchy, sticky, oozy, cheesy, little bit of spice. Just lay these over the top like that. It's a little kiss of olive oil. The crispy bits of cheese will have that. Putting a little bit of thyme on here like that. So look, there you go. The beautiful spring soup with those amazing spring greens, beans, all those veggies, super healthy. Let's have a little try. Delicious. Look at this crouton, because that's not a normal crouton, is it? Naughty, but nice. So there you go, lovely people. Enjoy.